All right, guys, so here's the deal. As you can see on my Daniel Defense rifle, the rail scales carve hand stop is missing from there, and I'm going to tell you why. Then we're going to get into what I have here. The reason that the rail scale carve is gone is because not that it was a bad item, but it was because it was a bad seller. So let me give you a brief rundown. It's kind of a long story, but let me make this quick and tell you what happened. I bought the item off of eBay, new. It was from a seller that had a store on there, and he also has some kind of a gun store somewhere. So he sends me the rail scales carve, and it didn't have the key mod bolt with it, the nut for the key mod that you see right here. It only had the M-lock one, and as everybody knows, you can look these up. It comes with both, and his ad said it came with both. So I sent him a message when I get it. I'm pretty ticked off. And I'm like, hey, you know, this didn't come like it was supposed to. What's the deal here? What's going on? And he says, oh, mine only come with M-lock, and I thought I changed the ad. So I send him back the picture of his ad, and he's like, well, I never doubted you, and I'm sorry, and all this and that. He says, I'll send you out a key mod bolt head and, you know, some other little extras or whatever, and, you know, hopefully that'll make you happy. I said, okay, whatever. First of all, he was kind of slow to ship it anyway. So I give this guy over a week and nothing shows up. So I call eBay and get my money back. I did the pay after delivery, so I hadn't even paid yet. eBay stopped payment, and you know, I get a hold of this guy or whatever, and you know, he's like, well, you know, I'll gladly you know, accept a return and this and that and the other thing, and could you ship both? And I said, look, I'm not shipping two different things, and the item you supposedly shipped me never showed up. The key mod bolt, and it still never has. It's been 3 weeks now probably. So anyway, I got my money back for the rail scales carve, and I decided to go with something else. Now, out of dealing with eBay guys for, I don't know, years now, over 10 years, 15 years, I think that's the first bad experience I've ever had on eBay. This was bought from Daniel Defense. This is the key mod vertical grip. So I'm going to go ahead and try one of these. I didn't want to go with a grip style like this, but I decided I would. Let me take it out of here and I'll show you the color. I got it in the mil spec, so it matches, you know, the rifle. And I think the coloring is going to look really nice, but we'll see how it goes on there. Let's see what else came in here. Little Daniel Defense thing here, and awesome, because it came with, I was hoping, I opened this, but I didn't go through it, guys. Came with the Daniel Defense sticker, which is really cool. I really like that. So that's something I'll definitely want to keep and have there. And if you want to know price on that, the price was, let me get this packing slip out of here and I will tell you. Price was $30 with free shipping, guys. And I'm glad to see it came with a, I didn't know if I didn't think that my tool would reach down in there. This is the tool that I've been using for key mod, and I didn't think it would fit, so I'm glad to see that there's one in here that will fit to put this on. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know how I had the rail scales carved on my rifle, if it didn't come with the key mod bolt, I stole one off of this, off of the rail that was on there. Anywho, back to this. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and get this out of here. And I'm going to go ahead and install this baby. We're going to see how this looks. I kind of wanted to go with this anyway because of how short it is. Even though it is a traditional style type vertical grip, it is shorter than the real long ones. And like I said, I'm real happy that that this little tool came with it that'll fit down in here. Because I was thinking I was going to have to buy one, and now I will not. So let me go ahead, guys, and get this on the rifle, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a sec. All right, guys, I got it installed. I'm finding with messing around with this that I like this a lot better. I'm actually glad that things worked the way they did. And let me explain to you why here, kind of just, you know, this is a pre-shooting, of course, with this rifle. But the reason is because I find that there's a couple different hand positions I can do on here. Okay, you see here, this is my Thorn Tail offset light mount. I don't yet have the light, of course, on there. But when I have my light there, I want my hand to be in the right position. So basically, there's a couple different ways I can run this grip. This is really comfortable. Like if I was to take a shooting stance right now and to kind of hold down here in the grip and have my thumb up on the side of the rail right here. Really feels comfortable just the way this rail is made. I never thought of that. So like my thumb would be on this ledge and I would still feel like I have a lot of control over the rifle versus holding it like this or just down here like this, okay? So I could come up, feels really comfortable for some reason, have my hand like that. Then when I want to come higher and be in position for my light, I can kind of come up like it's a hand stop with my hand right here and have my thumb right at the ready for where that light switch is going to be, which is going to be right there about where my thumb's at, I'm thinking. That's where it's going to be, my N-Force light. So I do like the way that this grip is. I'm actually glad, like I said, I'm actually glad I went with this because I can see an advantage here, especially like this, guys. Like when I'm shouldering this rifle right now, this really feels good to have my thumb up there on the rail like that and the rest of my hand on the grip. I don't know, I really like that. So we'll have to see when I get her out there. And guys, I know I should have already had this thing out there. Busyness and sickness got in the way. I was really sick there for a while, and you know, thank God I got over that because it had me out of commission there for a little bit, but you know, I bounced back pretty strong, and I'm about ready to go shoot this thing. Like I said, I got to get my light yet. Very happy though with the grip. The color matches nicely, and no complaints there. So I'm not for sure yet if that's where it'll stay. Once I get the light put on there, that will be determined. All right, guys. Be coming back here with a Olight review on a new, I think it's the MT2 Warrior, I believe is the name of it. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. H4T.